challenges clear. Welcome to the Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. 2 hours of racing, riding every story. Road courses calling, no room for mistakes. Every braking zone, every risk you take. Fight to the finish, never back down. Earn your victory, wear the crown. Thursday nights, we're chasing glory. Prosper Engineering writes the story. Yeah. Pit stops matter, strategy's king. One small error can change everything. Through every chicane and every bend, the battle goes on until the very end. Fast laps, close calls, hot, racing strong. 2 hours can feel both short and long. Respect the track, respect the fight. Legends are born on Thursday night. Engines roaring through the night. Every driver giving all their might. Corner by corner, mile by mile. Victory comes to those who never stop the fight. Welcome to the Prosper Engineering Endurance Series, the home of endurance and unforgettable stories. Thursday nights, another virtual light. 2-hour road course battles reaching new heights. Push to the limit, give it your all. Stand back up every time you fall. Prosper Engineering, where racers belong. This is our league, this is our song. Yeah.
You're looking live in the virtual. Are we live? What the hell is going on? All right, we're good. Okay. Hey, what the hell, man? We're looking live at the virtual Texas Motor Speedway, Fort Worth, and coverage of round number 3 of the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. We welcome you tonight to the 213simware.com race. I'm Wesley Outland, Michael McKinnon alongside Cody. Oh, there you go. Cody Deemers is on production. We're ready. Michael, digging
How
the
we doing,
shades,
Wesley?
man. We're rolling, brother.
I don't have any pictures of myself. Them trucks were super loud right there. Just letting Cody know.
Yeah, we're about ready to roll here, and glad you're joining us for the Cops Trucks Series. Obviously, field will be gritting here in just a couple of moments, and we'll be ready to go racing. As a matter of fact, I think we're ready to introduce the starting lineup. We'll give you all the details and race analysis here in a little bit. But right now, we're ready to roll with the starting lineup. Mark Morton will get the pole to the outside. It'll be Tyler Justice. Toyota, Chevrolet on row number 1. Toyota and Ram on row 2 with Nate Maurer and Joshua Rodriguez. Couple of Toyotas on row number 3 with Keith Haney and Brandon Schumann. A Chevrolet and Toyota on row 4 with John Freeman and Adam Newton. And your top 10, Michael, will find Hunter Parsons and Mark Cofield in Toyotas and Chevrolets as well.
Yep, then we'll go to row 6. We'll see Stephen Thomas there. He'll be alongside Nick Sacco. Haven't heard from Nick for a while. Great to see him back. And then we got Isaac Bevan, Brandon Broadfoot on row 7. Then we got Mr. Van Epps and Brady LaBeouf, row 8. I believe that's Carson Woodward in the 7 today, alongside Ed Osborne in row 9. And Brian Chu will be alongside Matthew Francis in the 10.
It's your top 20. Let's continue on. Montgomery Peacock on row number 11. Wigginton and Scruggs on row number 12. Cherry Hagan on row 13. Johnson and Holt and Lawless and Leidy will make up the top 30.
Then we'll go to the 31st. It'll be Keith Bradley. He'll be alongside, it says Curtis Banks there. But row 17 will be Jeffrey Johnson alongside Kyle Hess. Then we got Brandon Wallace on row 18. He'll be alongside James D. Morris. Row 19 will be Shane Trotter. He'll be alongside Eric Zimmerman. Cody Knott on row 20. He'll be alongside Mr. Mathis there, Anthony Mathis in a 41.
And we're not done yet. Chavez Blanchard on row number 21. Cummins Mongold makes up row 22. Painter and Hartwick will be in the back along with the 46 truck. That'll be ready to go racing. Let's take a look at the race analysis for tonight. But first, here's some information and track facts about where we are in Texas. Quad Oval, mile and a half, 3.41 kilometers. 20 degrees of banking in corners 1 and 2, 24 degrees in turns 3 and 4. Front stretch, back stretch at 5 degrees. Front straightaway measures 2,250 feet. A 1,330 foot back straightaway. Track opened up in 1997. 58 feet of track width minimum. And I'll never forget the first time I remember NASCAR in 97 on CBS. If you remember that back in the day, Michael, do you remember going down into corner number 1, start of the first ever Cup race Sunday afternoon at Texas, and the big one happened like it was Daytona or Talladega. 2 years in a row, might I add. The first big race. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Hey!
Digger Cam, boys.
Up out of your hole.
That's pretty cool. All right, now I do have.
And I'm understanding
one
his name was
observation
Wesley Jr., Michael
Wesley
McKinnon. I don't
Jr.
know.
That's what I've been told. Are the trucks super loud in anybody else's headset? I'm really loud for me.
So the screen you're looking at, just bring your volume down. Maybe that's what you can do, Michael, down on your screen.
Yeah, gotta do something there. Wow.
Yeah,
Hang tight, everybody.
There you go. Hey, bring the volume down. I mean, if it's high, it's loud, but if you bring the volume down,
There. That's a little better.
take away your decibels, if you will.
Sorry, everybody.
Ladies
I
and
moved
gentlemen,
everything around today.
here we go. Pace truck is onto the pit lane, ready to go for 225 miles, 150 laps. This is the 213SimWare.com 225. And ladies and gentlemen, you have the virtual race. Round 3, Cops Trucks underway in virtual No Limits, Texas.
Mark Holden off to a real good start. Saw he didn't have a real good evening last evening. And our cars put her on the pole here tonight, trying a little bit of redemption here. This track's a little, I mean, it's your mile and a half, but it's got 50 different corners. So we'll have to watch how they negotiate 1 and 2 early in this race, Wesley.
Give the opening lap to Morton. Justice right there on the bottom. Along with Bauer. Work their way across the corner, put a lap on the board. Down the back straightaway already. Patience is key.
Oh, that's absolutely right. Absolutely got to be patient. This place will keep your tires for a while, man. Next thing you know, the rear rims are gone and you're slipping and sliding all over the place.
Morton right now in the top spot. Justice right behind him. It's Maurer third. Rodriguez and Schumann top 5. Everybody single file up top side behind them. It's a gaggle of traffic. Side by side working their way down through 3 and 4. And you saw Wesley Jr., the digger camera, flopping out during caution laps. Let's see what he looks like in full song, shall we?
Wait and get a peek at him here.
Any day now, Cody. Now he wants to tease everybody. Maybe the next lap we'll get the digger camera in full song.
Hey, doing all that work back there.
He says he's got me. Here we go. All right, everybody. Get ready. Full camera, digger cam in full song. Hop out of your hole. There you go.
Yeah, baby.
Hi, I'm Wesley Jr.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff, Cody.
Gotta look out, Beagles, Dean Hopkins. Somebody's coming for your job.
Yeah, good stuff. Not much separation left yet, Wesley, as we're working lap 6 here.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at it. The limit 3 on Tyler Justice in second right now. Notice also, real quickly, Michael, as we're looking on board, his RPMs now going down, barely brakes. Like, I just noticed him brake just in going in 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2, you have to brake a little bit. 3 and 4, you can just kind of burp it and go. But if you hold it to the floor too long, you can go wide. You can go full song through here, but if you do it too long, the back tires will lose grip. But there won't be much braking going on in 3 and 4. Just in 1 and 2.
Just go wide open right there. Morton, by the way, Morton in the lead right now, holding on. Bauer second, Justice third, and now they'll work their way down into the corner, put another lap on the board.
Yeah, Brandon Schumann off to another good start. Had a good run going in Kansas, kind of fell away a little bit, but good start right now. And the man last time we saw him was Rodriguez. I'm trying to find him in the field here. He is running fourth, so we saw him dominate most of the Kansas race, so he's starting to get a feel for these mile and a halves.
There will be 150 laps, by the way, 3 stages. First stage will go to lap number 30. Stage number 2 will go to lap 90. However, when we do complete stage number 2, presented by Glass Mechanic, we will stay green. And that will give us a 60-lap push as well. 2 60-lap stages and an opening 30-lap stage to set the distance here tonight at Texas.
I kind of like that situation. If you're going to run 3 stages, do it. Get one and kind of quick, and then make the last 2 count. So I'm going to take a little strategy call out of both those last 2 stages.
Points race number 3 of the season for the NASRA Cops Truck Series, Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series, where it all started for NASRA. 3rd point race of the season right now. Morton in the lead. As Justice second, Maurer, Rodriguez, Newton top 5. They're single file through 3 and 4, Michael. 10 in.
Yeah, that's where you want to be, is on the bottom if possible. That wall will come bite you after a few laps if you're too high there. But there's passing opportunities to keep your momentum there. As I said, you'll start to lose grip in 3 and 4, and then somebody can get on the outside of you looking for grip, and they can get a good run off and make a pass there.
Continuing season number 12. Right now, there's been 2 different winners on the year. The Animal, Keith Bradley, won Daytona. Last week, Ryan Johnson won at Kansas.
Yeah, Ryan back in traffic right now, running 23rd, but I would expect to see him up here before too long. There's the Animal.
Patiently working down 3 wide to the back straightaway. As all these drivers working their way into the corner. All these drivers now working across the stripe. That's the battle there with Montgomery. By the way, in the 24, not Brady LaBeouf in the 24. It's Montgomery. He's in the 15th position. Battles around Bevan and Broadfoot. Isaac Bevan coming off of a road course win in the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series at the Red Bull Ring on Tuesday night.
Ooh, there's a little loose out of the 42. That's what I'm talking about. You'll start to see a little bit of that as we go.
So top 5 for the moment. Morton, followed by Justice Maurer, Rodriguez, and Freeman as we pause on the radio. Just getting started with NASRA at No Limits, Texas.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Rocking and rolling in Texas right now. 15 of 30 laps for the opening stage. And it's still Morton in the lead as now the battle continues between Rodriguez, Freeman, and Newton off four there, Michael.
Yeah, there's quite a gaggle of trucks right here. Rodriguez, Freeman, Newton, Schumann. Hunter Parsons making his way up. Mark Cofield again. So all these guys under a blanket in the top 10. And we're seeing Justice. He's knocked about a 10th or so. He just lost again. Never mind, he had lost. He had knocked about a 10th out of the lead of Morton, but Morton able to pull it back out.
Oh, well, we got a caution. Trouble. First one of the night. Yellow is out. We'll find out what happened. And James Morris, Huck Wigington, Van Epps, and Blanchard have crashed in turn number 3 and 4. There it is. Bottom of the apron. A couple of trucks littered on the apron of the racetrack. And a yellow flag presented by Surf Pro will fly Michael McKinnon for the first time on lap number 17.
Yeah, lap 17. Good start to the race there. I'll bunch everybody back up. Let's get a good look here at what happened. See if we can find it. See Morris working there. See what we got. Oh, started ahead of it. Somebody pounded the outside wall, came down. That's Wigington. Have to check on the 00 there.
Oh
big
boy.
hit.
Wow, what a hit. Man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here maybe.
Wow.
A net code like crazy. Ooh, that was a bad one. Wow, what a hit on the outside wall. That's Van Epps. Yeah, that looked like the dreaded N-word. Ick. You got Wallace down. You got Mathis down. Eric Zimmerman down. Yeah, that's a shame early in the race. That was pretty heavy net code there.
Yeah, kind of icky right there with all that just went on, but it should be a quick caution. Drivers are not coming down pit road. That'll let us step away very quickly. Quick break. We're back in a moment. Stay with us from Texas. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Back here at Tech, it's lights off of the pace truck as we are closing in on 10 remaining in stage number 1. Remember, there will be a caution on lap number 30. Part of the 150 laps tonight that make up the 213 Simware 225. Michael McKinnon, Wesley Outland, Cody Deemer's with you. There's your race details. Something else that we didn't really talk about as well is the fact that fuel capacity is at 85%, not 100%. Michael, that's going to be something that you got to keep track of as well. That's going to be different in, using your map, if you will, your analysis of when you need to come down and take on fuel or not.
No, that's absolutely correct. Was getting ready to come back to green, but yeah, that's going to make both the last two stages. You're going to have to take fuel in both of those.
Chaotic Indy takes cars in, back to green in Texas. Or should I say pace truck?
Pace truck.
Morton gone again.
Yeah, it's good to see Nate Maurer, man. We haven't seen him really run forward, up front for a while. He likes to be patient, but I like seeing him be a little more aggressive. See if he can keep up with Morton this time, not let him get away. See, Parsons always aggressive. He's going to take it down to the bottom and make a pass on top of it.
And under 10 to go now in stage number 1. Martin Cofield, I'm understanding problems. And this will trigger a caution. Problems on the racetrack. Big trouble there.
Wow.
Martin Cofield and others involved. Drivers included. Mark Cofield, but you've also got Broadfoot, Hess, Cummings, Chavez, Johnson, Blanchard, Chew, Mongold, Hartwick, Zimmerman, and Morris in some shape or form caught up in this big wreck again here, Michael.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, though. These restarts,
Whoa!
Cofield down to the inside.
And
oh, Devin
boy.
Woo.
Look at this. Everybody freaking out there.
See Cofield on the inside here.
Keep an eye on the yellow and black truck right there on the inside. That's the 57, Mark Cofield. Wow, Brady LaBeouf, contact with the 5.
Yeah, number 3 wide.
Oh!
Devin down and up again, back down. Oh, goodness.
And then, they with it, crashing in turn 1.
Yeah, everybody's just starting to scatter at this point. Tough restart right there.
Not a matter of what happened in the grass. It's a matter of what happened where everybody was checking up behind them. Watch this, and there it is. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
The whole field imploded, going into turn number 1 from within to avoid Cofield's troubles. He's all the way down to the bottom of the infield safer barrier on the apron of the racetrack there, Michael. And all hell breaks loose going into turn 1 out of the quad oval.
Oh, 33 of Jeffrey Johnson. Bitch, huge hit.
Wow.
It gets the 8 machine of Hartwick, Blanchard. Wow, wait. Oh, yeah, engine's gone for JJ, so that's going to be a bad night for Jeffrey. Yeah, Cofield just stuck in the middle starting that. Just didn't know. He thought he could go high, thought he could go low, couldn't go either way.
On board with Mongold. That might have been... you're okay, Buzzy.
Yeah, Buzzy be all right. Buzzy be all
Right,
right.
you. Oh,
golly.
no, man.
Yeah, Chavez.
Chavez just got plowed from the rear, literally.
all the way.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, holy camole.
Wow.
Talk about getting hit hard from behind. What's this? Caution out. Hey, by the way, the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Like, share, subscribe, support the race, support the network, and we thank you. Thank you as well. There you go.
Boy, Cody worked overtime, man. All these new graphics.
him and Dean got to have a meeting of the minds, trying to one up each other, share some
They're working on it.
Some people's stuff. There you go. How on earth is Bradley and Tiny Horse, Ryan Johnson, in the back? I think they chose to go to the back, and maybe these last big cautions are the reason why. Ladies and gentlemen, they'll come back inside the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. There will be 5 laps remaining in stage 1. Green flag.
All right, let's make her to the caution flag here. This ain't paid. Morton looks really good, though, so far. Got Freeman here. He's trying the outside. Maybe oh, Maurer. Wow. Morton's going to come and try to flip the
Got
stage
a truck
here.
down below. Is that Morton coming down pit road? I think it is.
Sir.
What is
Gotta
the
flip the
reason of
stage.
Morton coming down pit road? Did he
He's
Did he
assuming
get a
everybody's
penalty?
going to. He could have had a penalty. I'm not sure, but I would say he's trying to flip the stage because it's going to close this lap. So maybe he just wanted to get his fuel and tires now, assuming everybody else will come down. That'll put John Freeman to the front, though. He's looked real good. He went really high to make the move on Maurer. Something I haven't seen a lot tonight, but the track temp's still low enough. It's still right at 99 degrees, so able to find some grip on that high side, Wesley.
3 to go? Now make it 2 to go when they come to the line. Here for stage number 1. Remember, caution will come out. Couple of yellow flags from multi-truck crashes in the opening 30 laps of this one. To the line, it's Freeman now in the lead. Freeman in the number 42 Chevrolet now, his opportunity to be up in front.
Laps to go. I do see it. The chat group, Hounders, Bradley's back, but not all the way. He's up 23 spots. I mean, made his way up into the top 10 right here, so he's in a good position. Here we go. Here's the battle going toward Parsons. Looking on all the way. Give him a inch. He'll take it.
John Freeman, final lap, but here comes Maurer to the bottom. And Parsons watches on. John Freeman trying to collect his first stage win of the year. Protects the outside. Maurer on the bottom. Maurer powers back. Freeman up top. I think Freeman has got the preferred line. He'll pull up in front. And he will win stage number 1, his first stage win of the year for the man third of the point standings. For Extreme Racing Motorsports, John Freeman gets stage 1 here in No Limits, Texas.
Good battling at the front. I just hope Maurer didn't sustain any damage. We saw Freeman, once he made the pass, he came down, got Nate Arrow tight, kind of pushed him up in the wall. Hopefully it was just a graze. But a nice little stage there. A couple of calamitous moments, but nothing too bad.
So stage points on the line. We'll give it to John Freeman. Nate Maurer second, Adam Newton third. Hunter Parsons, Joshua Rodriguez top 5. Thomas Schumann, Bradley, LaBeouf, and Cherry. The 10 drivers from 10 points to 1 point from first to 10th. Caution out because we are at the end of stage number 1 here in Texas. These drivers, I got a feeling coming down pit road, we got to find out if something happened to the number 3 of Mark Cofield. Mark Morton. If Mark Morton had something happen to him, he got a penalty or had to come down for a pass-through penalty, or he decided to pit, we'll have to find out the strategy on this, as Mark Morton led most of the opening stage. And in that last restart there, Michael McKinnon, he came down to the pit lane, so we'll work behind the scenes to find out what's going on with that. Meanwhile, the leaders with Freeman and others are on pit road now.
Yeah, this was interesting to me. I wanted to see where Morton shakes out. I felt like he just came down to try to take the track position after everyone pitted again. but I wasn't sure if he lost a lap. He was right on that braking point. So
Right.
we have to wait and see right here where he will end up scoring himself out.
Almost a wreck coming off of pit road. Brady LaBeouf on exit of the 14 almost crashed entering pit road.
Yeah, it's Matthew Cummings. They're sharing pit stalls. They don't have enough tonight, everybody.
Oh, wow. Got to take a break. We're going to go side by side. When we come back, we'll find out what happened with Mark Morton, and we will try to grab a word with John Freeman, Stage 1 winner, first stage win of the year when we return to Texas. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Back here at the Texas Motor Speedway on iRacing, and we're getting ready now for the green flag to fly. Stage number 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. By the way, found out Mark Morton, Michael McKinnon, a changing lanes penalty passed through for the number 3 on their last restart. That's what happened to Mark Morton for full sin, so that's why he had to come down to the pit lane. But we are back to green, and if we get a caution, we'll grab John Freeman, Stage 1 winner, first stage win of the year for him as we are back to green. He leads the field on the restart into turn 1, brother.
Yeah, here comes John. He's going to come around over to see old Digger right there. There he is. See, Dustin Scruggs had a great pit stop, moved well up into the field. Stephen Thomas made his way up, so a couple of these guys making their way on pit road. That was Scruggs all the way from 10th all the way to 3rd, so really good pit stop out of Dustin.
Wesley Jr., what you doing out of your hole? Battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th right there coming out of the corner into turn number 2.
Oh, Nate.
About Scruggs, by the way, Michael McKinnon. We think about Dustin Scruggs. Scruggs won Talladega a couple of weeks ago in the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. Then he turned around and he won at Nashville Super Speedway this past Monday night. He's a back-to-back winner on the Monday Truck Series. And now setting his sights on 2nd here in Texas.
Yeah, we know the talent Dustin's got. He's been here a long time, won some races. He's always really good on the strategy part. So if he's got the speed with the strategy, he's going to be hard to beat tonight. Finally getting a little bit singled out here toward the front 4-5. There's a lot of battling back here in this mid-pack.
LaBeouf, there is Brady. He is now in the top 10 and 9th. Battles with Rodriguez and Schumann and Keith Bradley from people that were asking. The Animal is up to 7th.
Animal moving up, Tiny Horse moving up as well. A lot of fast boys on their move here. Matt Cherry in this group as well. just a lot of talented guys in this. This whole season is going to be really fun to watch. I know we've had a few unfortunate things early here, but had a great race in Kansas. I expect the same thing from this track.
I think we've been treated to a great race so far.
Absolutely.
Here in the opening 40 laps of this one, and now Scruggs a second back now on Freeman. He'll begin his ascent to try to run him down here for that top spot. Right now, Freeman in the lead, Scruggs second, Maurer third, Newton fourth, Thomas top five. By the way, this is stage number 2. This will take us halfway through the race and also to lap number 90. And remember, Michael, that when we end last mechanic stage 2, unless there's an organic caution on the track on its own, we'll stay green and go into stage 3 for the final 60 laps of the event.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, it could possibly go 120 laps. I would love to see this. I'd love to see the comers and goers. So it's 60 laps and then stay green. So could see a possibility of 2 separate green flag pit stops, which would be great to see. Here comes the Bulldogs. Bradley way up high. Wesley, wow.
Unbelievable, and Bradley says clear a path and I'll follow you. That's what Brady LaBeouf says, following the 29.
I don't know if I
could
follow.
A couple of multi-time NASRA champions right there in their own right in the Monday and the Friday series of the past.
Yeah, both of them champions. We have several champions in this field after all these seasons. Expected to possibly see Jonathan Cofield running in here, but I guess not tonight. He's a champion. We got Cherry's a champion. So many guys.
All of this going on now as they work their way across the stripe again. There is Johnson. Somebody was asked earlier about Keith Bradley and Ryan Johnson. Well, there is the tiny horse himself outside the top 10. He's in 12th, though.
Yeah, he's already moved up 15 positions, so he's got the strategy working right now, moving up. Got Broadfoot there behind him. Matthew Montgomery, Shane Trotter, all these fellas running around that 12, 13, 14th position right now. But what a gaggle of trucks. We just kind of separated out, waiting for a move.
.45 of 150 laps when they come back around next time by, and closing in on 105 remaining.
Oh, Stephen Thomas got a little piece of the wall out of 4 there. That might give Bradley an opportunity. Oh, Stephen's going to close that door.
We are still trying to grab word with John Freeman. If we get a caution here in Glass Mechanics Stage 2 at some point, we will bring him in for an interview.
A pretty darn good battle of 2 old Wiley veterans right here. Stephen Thomas in that 23, Keith Bradley in the 29. Neither one of them wanted to give an inch right now. Wesley, you've done a lot of races here in Texas. Have you ever seen the High Line in 1 and 2 have such momentum as it does right now?
And especially in the daytime. That's what's so crazy about it, right? I mean, it's not nighttime racing. This is a daytime race, and to have these type of racing with the trucks up on the outside lane, even in real life, it's very abnormal.
Yeah, I mean, usually it just wants to, kind of a little marbly and dirty. It just wants to take you into the wall, but these guys are getting tremendous runs out of it tonight. That should make it pretty interesting.
Three wide, working in the middle, truck bouncing off the wall. That's new. Oh, that's Johnson. Whoa, boy. Ryan Johnson now falling back into the top 15. He's amongst Trotter, Rodriguez, Scruggs, Johnson, Montgomery. All this going on now as they work off the corner. What happened to Scruggs, man? Scruggs was at one time fighting for the win in the stage. He's all the way back in the top 15 now there, Michael.
Well, I said he had a great pit stop. I don't know if he probably only took 2 tires or just fuel. That maybe he's just conserving. I told you, his strategy mind works a little differently than everybody else's. So if he feels like he's got enough to make it to the end of the stage here, he may just be trying to conserve an extra set of tires for late.
Sure.
Always love that paint job on Isaac Bevan. I can't say I don't. I love that color combo. Newton's starting to reel in John Freeman a little bit. He's brought it down from 9/10 to half a second. So Bulldog's on the move along with Hunter Parsons.
And what a strong run right now Freeman continues to have. He's right in front of Newton. Parsons right there as well. Here comes Parsons down to the inside. The 91, the 19, flip-flop the numbers. They battle now for second and third.
Yeah, this might hurt both of them in trying to catch Freeman right here if they battle too long. Like you said, how about Brady LaBeouf? Quietly moved himself right up into 4th place. Been able to get past Bradley and Thomas, so he's showing some really good pace tonight. These 2 guys continuing to battle. Let's let Freeman put another 4/10 on him. So there you go. Parsons finally able to get the pass. Maybe these guys can start to try to reel him back in.
Look at that, by the way, the last 4-lap average interval there now. Behind first, that's Hunter Parsons, behind the leader. And it's going back and forth. 1 minute it's reeled in, then he loses ground, then he runs them back down again.
Yeah, we'll see. That battle with him and the Bulldog, but he's entering really hard into 3 and 4. Parsons is. But Freeman has got something figured out off the exit. Entering a little higher, just carrying a little more speed. Here comes Brady trying to put a move on the Bulldog here. Got to get used to that 5. I cannot get used to 5.
Yeah, for the longest time, Brady LaBeouf drove the 24, but Matthew Montgomery went to Brady and said, I want to drive the 24. Will you let me drive it in the Cops Truck Series? And Brady said, okay, I'll step away. I'll let you drive the 24 for at least this series. Now, the other races, when Brady drives, he's in the 24. But for Cops, he's in the number 5.
Yeah, it's pretty gracious of him. I mean, it's been years so far, about 6 years of number 24, Brady LaBeouf. But the 5 looking pretty good on him right now. Like I said, inside the top 5. So this Bradley Thomas battle still raging on. Neither one wanted to give an inch. Right behind this action.
John Freeman in the lead. Hunter Parsons second. You're on board now with Keith Bradley, who, by the way, up 26 spots. Michael, he is in 6th.
I think he's right where he wants to be at this point. Kind of like Tiny Horse. You see him back there just a couple trucks behind. He's now worked himself all the way up into 9th. Last week's winner starting to get a little bit of a feel for the truck again. Multiple tires. All these guys are. So Ryan Tiny Horse, I'd be looking for him in a little bit here.
down to the inside. There goes the 45 and Matt Cherry, the Monday night NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series defending champion, the reigning champion now, working his way in the top 10, going after Thomas. In the 23, Stephen Thomas now. Up high, open the door. Here comes Cherry's Toyota to the bottom.
Cherry looking really strong thus far. Let's see if he can complete this. It's going to be hard to complete this pass. Almost.
Battle for the lead. Parsons from Statesville. Hunter Parsons, Toyota, has ran down the Chevrolet Estate 1 winner, John Freeman. Third of the points, and the battle is on for P1 as they cross the line, working down lap 59, 30 to go in stage number 2, presented by Glass Mechanic this time around.
Yeah, Hunter must have some really good pace as we were watching the others battle, but that is catching him in a hurry. I'd like to have Hunter's job, man. How about you, Wesley? That'd be a good job to have, wouldn't it?
And what a fun position it is right now for him. Perfectly in position right now to make the run down on Parsons. Here they come to the line. Another long green flag run now reaches 30 laps to go in stage number 2, presented by Glass Mechanic. We're also noticing from the tower suites that the shade is beginning to pop in view in corner number 1 and 2 also, Michael.
Yep, that's going to help him in 1 and 2 for sure. Anytime you get a little bit of shade here, even though the track temp for Texas, 106 right now, so it is going up. But for Texas, this has got to feel pretty good for him.
There it is. Current conditions at No Limits, Texas in the Sam on I race at 88 degrees. Track temp at 107, humidity at 33%. And a wind calm at 1 mile an hour to the east. It is partly cloudy, and there's that massive shading. We talked about the shadowing above the front straightaway now. It goes all the way from the start finish into turn number 1. And then, bam, you're back in sun. That could really affect the handling as well, depending on what trucks hit the setup right, Michael.
That's exactly right. And we had 2 guys pit on the last lap. Stephen Thomas, Brady LaBeouf, both pulled off. They're making their pit stops right now, so we'll see. Here comes another man down. So, yeah, nobody, I mean, we know they can't make it all the way to 90, so they're going to try to cut this stage in half. Yeah, this shade would be great, that's for sure.
Brady LaBeouf on pit road. Thomas on pit road. Here comes the 66 on pit road.
Yeah,
Green flag pit stops, what do you think? We're watching it now here on lap number 63.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they can't go 60 with 85% fuel, so they're cutting it in half, basically, running a 30-lap run. That'll leave them with, 26 laps on this run. Oh, John Freeman loose. Able to hang on to it. That's going to give Hunter a run for sure. But, yeah, that's what we're going to see. We're going to see some green flag stops, I think. These guys have kind of got it figured out. We're getting a nice long run here, so we'll get to see some comers and goers.
Last time somebody pitted on the front, lap number 32. Brady LaBeouf on the pit lane at lap number 61. Eric Zimmerman, lap 56. Ryan Van Epps on the pit lane right now. Here comes some more drivers. Shane Trotter, Daniel Lawless, lap 64. They're on pit road. So we're kind of thinking here, Michael, 85% fuel capacity on the tank. You're thinking around what? Less than 30 laps. They got to come to pit road here.
Yeah, we'll keep an eyeball on the leaders. So, yeah, it's probably 40 laps. They're probably pushing it for sure. So, we'll see.
And there's the last time, the lap that they last pitted. There it is, 33 for a lot of them. Except for the ones who just pitted around the 60 mark a moment ago.
Oh, Freeman is really starting to hang the rear end out on this thing. Well, let's see what the leaders do here. So, they've had that little bit of caution. So they're about 30 laps into the run after the stage break. So we'll see how far they can actually go here. I was not given that information today.
I make a bold prediction. If Parsons gets around Freeman, I think Freeman's going to pit immediately.
I think you're absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
Osborne on pit road, Daytona pole winner in the 28 machine.
mean,
And the battle of cat and mouse on you again out of 4 there, Michael.
Yeah, they're still staying out, and I'm looking at lap times. They're down 2 seconds from their best times to now. So you can see LaBeouf and those guys with the undercut. They're really going to be making up time right now. Freeman's best lap at 29.9, last lap through 32.3. So, yeah, the degradation pretty heavy at this place today.
So green flag pit stops continuing. The battle for the lead continues as Sacco's on pit road. Some more trucks on the pit lane. There's Mark Morton. Remember how strong Morton was. Brandon Broadfoot on pit road as well. Whoa, the 13 overshot his pit stall.
Yeah, it's going to cost him a little time for sure. Good looking number, though.
And we still continue to follow the race up front. By the way, that number 13, that was Frank Chavez. And here comes the tiny horse, Ryan Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the Salem, Wisconsin driver. His Chevrolet now splitting that Toyota sandwich with Parsons as the meat. It's Freeman, Parsons, Johnson now in a 3-truck battle for the lead as they work on lap number 70 at the line. 20 remaining in Glass Mechanics Stage 2, and it's been all green, Mike.
Yeah, this has been awesome. And you can see the tiny horse do a great job keeping the tires under him. He's much, much quicker. He's 0.3 a lap faster than these guys, so I don't think they're going to be able to do much to hold off the tiny horse right here. Just power move to the inside.
Freeman in the lead. Johnson now right there within 100th of a second. Oh my goodness, he is right there. 1/10 to cut it off. A little wiggle there. Johnson got around Parsons. He now goes after Freeman. Got to wonder if there might be a little mind play here now. Hunter Parsons might be methodically waiting to go 2 for 1, just waiting for Johnson to make the opening move there, Michael.
Yeah, you can see he got arrow tight. I mean, Freeman arrow blocked him and just about stuck him up into the wall right there. So that's what he's going to continue to try to do. Take the nose off the front of the tiny horse. See if he can build him tight, but I don't think it's saving him right here.
Oh, for the lead. Johnson on the bottom. Ryan Johnson pulling up in front of Freeman. Remember, the Duel 2 winner in Daytona and winner last week at Kansas. Ryan Johnson to the lead here at Texas.
Yes, sir. Able to pull that power move, but he did get a little bit of the wall off of 4 with the rear side, but didn't hurt the momentum too badly, so we'll wait and see. And we're still waiting to see how far these guys can go on this run. So, I mean, we're at about 40 laps since the caution was lifted, so they got to be getting fairly close to running out of fuel here, I would think.
The 47-time winner of NASRA. Third on the all-time win list behind Matthew David Wood at 67 and Keith Bradley at 51. Has now moved his way to the lead. And now Freeman, Stage 1 winner, and Parsons battled out for second behind him on the back straightaway.
Yeah, Parsons ran him real deep into 1 and 2 there, so trying to get him a little loose, just not quite able to do it. 91 machine looked good, but here he comes to pit road. So we are now pretty much in our window of what we kind of figured. It looks like around a 41 laps, something like that. Here comes several more guys down pit road. Cherry, Justice, Schumann, all these boys coming down.
So Johnson now, here he comes, gives up the lead. He's on pit road, and look at this. Freeman follows him. Newton now the new leader in 19. Pit stops on lap number 76 here, Michael.
Yeah, I brought several leaders down, including Keith Bradley, Josh Rodriguez, Bevan. All these guys coming down now. We still have 2 guys remaining to pit. Looks like Newton and Montgomery. They're going to have to come down soon, and then we'll see who inherits the lead. But that's got to give Brady LaBeouf a fairly good chance to be up front.
It is monkey see, monkey do. And now Adam Newton will give up the lead. He's on pit road here now. Matthew Montgomery will follow. So will Scruggs. Green flag pit stops underway now on lap number 77 of 90 for stage number 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Remember, we will stay green into stage number 3, and that could have a lot to do with the outcome of the end of the stage here, Michael.
Absolutely right. 12 to go, and that's going to give Buzzy the lead. He is 8 seconds ahead of Brady LaBeouf. Now, Buzzy's been on pit road 3 times, but that was because of damage. He's going to have to come soon, probably about right now.
He's committing now. Yeah, you can tell the way he dropped off the pace that he's going to come down pit road, Michael. Here he comes. So Brady LaBeouf now in 5, 4. Oh, Buzzy spins entering pit road. No. And LaBeouf now works off 4 in the dog leg. Quad oval, new leader, Brady LaBeouf. Nick Sacco for second.
Yeah, that undercut worked really well to try to maybe win a stage right here for Brady. He's going to have a 3-second lead over Sacco, 4.3 over Stephen Thomas. So the speed he has shown thus far, this is going to give him a good chance to win this stage.
Green flag pit stops, totally changing the outcome of a lot of things. And there goes BL. Brady LaBeouf, originally from Louisiana, now from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Football season around the corner. Hell, the NFL's tonight.
Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game playing right now between the Panthers and the Cardinals. And, of course, preseason football next week. Brady LaBeouf right now in, obviously, Alabama country. He is the boss of NASRA. Yes, Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, TJ Moore, the race director. And right now they work the back straightaway. A multi-time champion. Michael, we kind of hinted on it earlier. It has been kind of a quiet season for Brady LaBeouf in NASRA, it feels.
Yeah, just early in the year here, we haven't seen a lot out of Brady, but he came to play tonight. He likes this track. I know he likes this track. And also, the strategy play was really, really smart. He just undercut. He knew he'd get enough fuel to get to the end of the stage here. And then, as you said, we're going to stay green, though, so we'll just have to wait and see again. He can probably go until lap, I can't see it moved. 116, something like that.
By the way, there's what's coming up next week. Obviously, DSR Electric Trucks will be in Texas. We're going to go Holtz Poppers ARCA racing at Bristol. Cannot believe, Michael, that's the final race of the regular season before the playoffs. And we're going to Homestead next Thursday night as well.
Yeah, 2 great tracks. In Bristol, always it's about as much a wild card as Talladega, right? So, oh, man, that's going to be a good one. We saw a really good race out of them last night. And Homestead, that's one of my absolute favorite tracks. You can run all over that place. Such a fun place to run.
You know I'm a stat guy, my friend. You want to talk about the last time that Brady LaBeouf has won in NASRA. It has been over a year. June 13th, 2025. The last time he went to victory lane. How about that?
That's actually kind of a surprise to me. He is so good on super speedways. You always expect him there, but he's also good on his mile and a half. So we watched him win a championship at Charlotte. So we know he knows how to get around these. He's just trying to win him a stage here, and he's got 5 to go at the line to do it.
Brady LaBeouf, career star number 389 tonight on the road to 400. A 22-time winner in a 3-way tie with Stephen Thomas and Adam Newbert as a 22-time winner of NASRA. And if you want to look at that on the all-time win list, that, of course, puts him about 11th or 12th. But right now, he wants to win stage number 2 here. And it's closing in for stage points. And Michael, that is what is ever so important for a guy like Brady LaBeouf, or anybody, John Freeman as well. Here's something to think about, right? John Freeman, first stage win of the season. East was third in the points. Brady LaBeouf looking for a stage win, his second one of the year if he pulls it off. He's fourth in points.
Yeah, he's going to have to go because the tiny horse is about 0.8 a lap faster, and he is rolling Brady in right now. Wow, Ryan Johnson, what the? I mean, this boy got some pace all of a sudden.
Final laps remaining. Johnson in front. LaBeouf now falls back to second.
Comes Freeman. He's going to test Brady. These guys on about 15 lap better tires. So, I mean, that's why the pace looks so much quicker. But, yeah, it's 15 laps newer tires.
And how about this, Michael? Even though Ryan Johnson won last week, he has not won a stage. Look at that first stage win of the year. Could it happen right now tonight as he works his way with 2 remaining in stage number 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. Oh, and by the way, remember, unless something happens on track, Michael, we are full steam ahead of the stage 3 at green.
Yeah, we're going to stay green right here. We are not stopping at lap 90. We're going all the way. So these boys that pitted on 76, they can probably go to about lap 117, 118. So Tiny Horse is going to see if he can, put a little bit of lead on this thing, as he's got Freeman in hot pursuit. We got Keith Bradley now moving into third. Matt Cherry's coming. So there's some big-time boys on the move right here.
Coming out of 4, down to the line, ladies and gentlemen. First stage win of the year for the man that won last week at Kansas. It is Ryan Johnson. And remember, Michael, we are still green into stage number 3, 60 laps to go.
I love that they did this. Not that I don't want it to get super spread out. We want to see the battles, but I love this. This lets guys conserve some stuff, save some fuel, race hard when they can. I love this whole situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the race summary so far here tonight at Texas. Race recap, nothing, 3 cautions. It's been a long green flag run. 3 cautions. Michael, that's one of the cool things I want to mention. 2 cautions at the beginning of stage 1, and then the caution at the end of the stage. Green flag since then at lap number 30. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we went 60 green flag laps, or 61 since the stage was over. This has been great. 85% fuel. We know they're going to go about 40, 42. Here comes Brady to pit road now. So his strategy is undercut again. Stephen Thomas spins on his entry. That's a terrible situation.
Johnson up 26 spots to the lead. John Freeman, stage 1 winner. Second, Keith Bradley, the animal, the winner at Daytona. Third, Matt Cherry. Fourth, Adam Newton, top 5. Haney, Sacco, Justice, Rodriguez, and Bevan. Your top 10 as we pause on the radio at the top of the hour.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Under 60 laps to go, 55 remaining at the line. And we went green start to finish in Glass Mechanics stage number 2. We're now already about 5 laps into stage number 3 and still green. 54 or 56 laps to go. Michael McKinnon, Wesley Outland, Cody Deemers on production. We welcome you to coverage. The NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series, Season 12, round number 3, and trucks are bouncing off the wall. That's Hunter Parsons in trouble in 91, Michael.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened to Hunter. It's showing him a lap down at this point. Showing him first man a lap down, so he's just trying to get the lap back here, but that pit stop, something must have happened right there.
And I want to apologize. That was actually, I believe, the number 41 truck of Anthony Mathis that was bouncing off of the safer barrier that is continuing to hit the outside wall. That was not Hunter Parsons. That is Mathis in 41. So Stephen Thomas is on pit road. Here comes Daniel Lawless on pit road. More green flag pit stops, Michael. As fast as we ended stage number 3, or ended stage 2 into stage 3, we're seeing them pit.
Yeah, this is kind of expected. I mean, they can't make it all the way. So even fuel now, you can't make it all the way. So these guys that have waited, they're playing a one more stop strategy. Brady LaBeouf's going to have to stop one more time. We know that. I don't think he can make it. So these guys are playing a long strategy, which may end up in their favor if we don't get many more caution flags, which has been fantastic racing tonight. Yeah, Stephen Thomas continuing to get repairs. So when we saw him spin on pit road, he must have had contact with the inside wall. Yeah, they are in lap traffic. That is for sure.
Running away with this one, no doubt.
Yeah, Freeman able to break through here. He came through the traffic fairly well, knocked the gap down. We saw Bradley was closing in. He got behind some of this lap traffic and kind of held him up, or he got a piece of the wall. Something has happened.
Ryan Johnson, lap number 100 on the board. It'll be 50 laps to go, and there's a caution. Brandon Broadfoot has crashed on lap 99.
Ooh-wee.
Woo! Everybody missed him.
Looked like everybody got on by.
Yes, sir.
$70-lap green flag run? Wow. Let's see if it's Lawless. He's got new tires. We know he pitted, so let's see if he gets a piece or Brandon just broke loose. Oh, Lawless hit the wall and it came down and got Brandon.
Yeah, it's over now. Watch this. So look at this. Oh, boy. Broadfoot's camera angle, that was from the left rear, or left front, and then Lawless. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Got into the wall off of 4, bounced him right down into Broadfoot.
Notice the 10 way high off the pace. Here it is again. Watch the 22. 97. There he goes, and he'll tag. Right? Yeah, right there. This is on board with Keith Bradley watching all this in front of him. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just shot him down when he got into the wall. Then he came up and made pretty hard contact.
By the way, everybody's pitting. Here's an angle from start finish from the flag stand view.
Yeah, into the wall there, and then bam, sliding right at you, everybody. And
now stay with that.
Shoot.
Now stay with this camera angle, but do it in full speed. Don't do slow motion. Rewind it and do it at full speed. That from that camera angle from the flag stand. Watch how fast it happens. Beep.
Bam. What a hit from Lawless.
Barney, what are you doing? Throw the flag. Do your damn job.
He couldn't see it, man. He couldn't see it. I'll be right back in a second, fellas. I got to step away for about 5 seconds.
From another angle, watch it again. Woo! Lawless in the wall. And still hits the wall. And there we are. We're under caution. There you go. We're taking a break, everybody. Stay with us. We're back in a moment. We'll be side by side. Craftsmanship.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Starbase 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud supporter of the iRacing's North American Sim Racing Association League. Starbase 1552 Comics. Reclaim your childhood.
Back here at... What are you doing? Getting ready for a restart here with 46 laps to go. Pace truck is in, back underway. Oh, more shade. Getting later into the afternoon, Michael. What is this going to be like for these guys as they get the restart with Johnson in the lead?
Oh, it's going to help them out a bunch right here. I mean, track temps down to 98, so a little more grip. They're going to be going after right now. We saw everybody pit right there. All pretty much everybody on even tires except Hunter Parsons. He stayed out to get his lap back. So all these boys, this ought to be pretty interesting for this last 46.
Now, I can't tell if that's just massive cloud cover or are we actually getting into later in the afternoon, Michael? Are the lights going to come on? Are we going to finish this race a little bit before nightfall? And if so, what kind of handling will that be on these trucks now?
Well, it'll make them a little tighter. They'll get gripped up in the back end. Most of it, oh, we got one going around. Couldn't quite tell who that was.
Crash, trouble, turn 4, Tyler Justice involved. And more. Lap 106. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Looked like he might have got a little help there.
Tyler Justice, the NASRA Clash IndyCar winner at Auto Club Speedway. Many moons ago it feels. How fun that night was.
Oh, that was a blast. Absolute blast. Let's see if he gets a little tappity tap or just... Oh, he doesn't see Rodriguez coming down there, and then Morton gets a bit bevving around. Trotter misses. Okay. Good job on the brakes, fellas. Yeah, I just don't think he knew that Rodriguez had shoved it in the corner that deep. Yeah, I mean,
From another
Rodriguez,
angle, yeah, look at that. Everybody missed him, though, Michael. That's really good piece of driving for everybody to miss the Chevrolet number 18 of the Hillbilly.
Yeah, right after a restart, it certainly is. That said, that was just I just don't think Justice understood that he was down there, Rodriguez, and then, yeah, so, woo, Montgomery easing his way through there, so no harm, no foul, really. I don't think anybody had really bad contact there. Ooh, great save out of Bevan.
Sure did. Wow, from another angle. Look at this again. Did the six give him a little tap there of Rodriguez, Michael? Watch it one more time.
Yeah, he just dove it in.
I think so.
Yeah, he just dove it in. I don't think Tyler knew he was down there. It was clear, and then it wasn't. I'd have to call that one a racing incident, I think. But, yeah, I think Tyler's like, here, I got a spot, and I'm going to dump down, and Josh just shoved it down in there. You see him off the gas there, just not able to get it woed down quick enough. I don't think it's catastrophic damage for anyone, really. That was a tremendous save out of Bevan. I will say that for it. And here's your schedule, everybody. Homestead, Miami next week, Wesley, and then off to the Diamond in the Desert.
Telling you, look at that.
Phoenix.
Yeah, much better visibly.
Traffic's coming right along, my friend.
Kansas, Texas, Homestead, all coming up. Obviously, Kansas last week in the rearview mirror. Texas, Homestead, Phoenix. Yeah, how about that, Michael? The all-star race at Talladega Super Speedway. How damn crazy is that going to be?
Well, here's my question. How many all-stars are going to be there? 50?
Good question.
No, Cody.
No, I think it's a free-for-all. I think it's a free-for-all for any and everything.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Back away in Texas. Hey, let's rest our voice. Let's let my buddy Wesley Digger come out to play, and let's feel the roar, NASRA style at Texas. Play. That is absolutely badass, Michael. I don't care who you are. 40 miles, 40 laps left to go here in this one.
Yeah, I'm digging that stuff with the digger myself. That's good stuff, man. How about this? Old friend Nick Sacco starting to make his way up here, put a little pressure on. Freeman's there, Scruggs there, Bevan, Bradley, Newton. This is going to be a free-for-all here pretty shortly. Johnson
in the lead. Sacco now One of the original OGs of NASRA back in the day, Michael. Look at Nicholas Sacco right there in second, Freeman third. And there. How about the Tuesday night winner? I know Joshua Suss is watching. Red Bull Ring winner because MDW wasn't there. The weatherman, Isaac Bevan, now in the top 5. He's in 4th.
Yeah, had a tremendous save there when that able to keep his track position. So doesn't seem to be hurt at all. Able to continue moving forward as he's going to take 3rd place away from Sacco. Folks, if you're not enjoying what's happening with these boys tonight or last week, I mean, this has been some tremendous racing 2 weeks in a row.
And patient racing. Sir? No, pop up Wesley Jr. again. What does it say? I'm here to party?
NASRA 360 Racing Network.
You need to have like a little quote that says, "Hi, I'm Wesley Jr."
A little pop out.
Wesley Sr. is my daddy. Oh.
Bulldog starting to flex a little muscle now. Adam Newton all the way from 6th up to 3rd here in a couple laps. He's found a little something on the high line as we got a few guys scattering back here to the back.
By the way, Isaac Bevan is teammates with Ryan Johnson as well, who's in the lead, so you got a friend in me.
You think that would matter at this point? I don't know if that'll matter.
I mean, at least for now, under 10 to go, no.
No. He'd run a little blocker here, but I don't think the animal will put up with it very long. We got some OG champions in the front right now, folks. On the move, all these fellas.
Oh, you gotta love it. Look at that now. Telemetry. John Freeman got his first stage win of the year, stage 1 winner. And now he has methodically in the sun. There it is. You know, I was wondering, was it going to finish at night, Michael? Here comes the sun, bright as day out again. This really, really is going to change the complexion of the race now.
Yeah, this changed everyone's equipment for sure. I mean, we had a great shade all around this track with the cloud cover. Now, not going up too much, but they're going to start to feel this difference here in a moment. 32 to go, though. Maybe it won't be too bad.
Isaac Bevan inside, outside. There's Newton in the lead. Adam Newton now getting the opportunity to be up in front. And the question is this, Michael, will anybody come down pit road? Last time, a lot of people pitted. Lap 107, 102. And that'll change it all. We got a caution. Mark Morton's crash.
Oh, my goodness.
The man that dominated the opening 30 laps before, well, 25 laps, pardon the pun, because on 5 remaining on a restart, he got busted for a lane change violation, had to come down to pit road for a pass-through. Since then, he's not been able to get out of the bad luck, and here he is again caught up in something, Michael.
Oh, looks like him I wondered why Josh Rodriguez fell down the board. That's why. Him and Rodriguez tangling there. Have to get another look at that, see if someone just got loose or was it clear. Oh. 3 wide in the tri-oval. That's what happened.
And the pace truck just got totaled, but it's back fixed again.
That'll make her interesting. They can definitely all make it from here on fuel. sure they all got another set of tires sitting around, and here they come.
Well, the question I asked was, okay, who's pitting? Everybody's pitting for the most part. In the back of the top 10 they are. Not the top 10. The top 10 stay out.
I'm getting ready to say the same thing. I'm kind of surprised at this. Yeah. Well, there's only 23 laps on the tires for the oldest people that stayed out, but that's going to make a big, big difference. This could really shake things up if we go all green all the way.
The strategy now.
Yes.
The strategy indeed for guys that last pitted. Adam Newton lap 121. And I'm understanding Ryan Johnson is coasting to save fuel. Listen to this, Michael. Listen. Truck's off. Oh, yeah, it's off.
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
I mean, 48 laps. Now this is our second caution, so I don't know. He must feel like he's got a chance here, or he's just trying to save it for a quick, in and out if we get a caution next time. These other guys, they're going to go. From Dustin Scruggs, no, Adam Newton will be the first man on new tires. He'll be followed by Scruggs, Trotter, Brady LaBeouf, Tyler Justice. So those guys will be restarting in the 12th position back on the new tires.
Tell Josh I'm working.
Yeah, he's working, man. I was about to talk to the chat group myself. Where are you at? We see y'all out there.
Was it Michael McKinnon, Wesley? I'm excited for Coda.
You running the Grand Prix course?
Yeah. We were talking about the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series, and what a show that they put on. Obviously, Red Bull Ring in the rain, Michael. In the rain, they were racing in the rain. The sun come out, get rain again.
I've never got to run that track. It didn't rain. I'd like to see what it's like in the dry. Rains every time I play the game. 28 to go, and here we go. We're all not on the same strategy, so this is going to get fun.
Back it away. The old nickname No Limits Texas is about to be pushed to that very vocal point as we move into the stretch here for the finale. Johnson on the restart, and boy, they are going all over the track now. 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Give them room, breaking them off. Contact. Oh my goodness. And Brady saves the day.
Everybody's saying that there was another one sliding in the back trying to check up. He was able to save it. This would make the strategy play out here.
Michael McKinnon, am I understanding that you're going to be driving a Lamborghini in season 2 for the endurance series?
I believe I am. That's what I told him I was going to do. I didn't want the Lambo, but now that's how it works out. It's going to be me, Keith Haney, and Stephen Thomas on the team.
Do you know many Ferraris? You don't want to drive the Ferrari?
I didn't win the lottery. They had a lottery drawing for each team, and I got the Lambo.
Oh, that sucks.
Keith Haney and Stephen Thomas. That's going to be my teammates.
There you go.
Tell me where my teammates running. Well, one of my teammates got second on the road course last night as well in Arca series, so it's okay. Keith Haney had a great run last night. Wow. Keith Bradley. He's got 5 lap newer tires than Tiny Horse. Oh, goodness. First man on new tires is up to 8th place. That's the Bulldog Adam Newton. He is up to 8 on the new treads. There you go. A lot of different strategies in here, Wesley.
Certainly indeed. Under 25 to go. Boy, that last restart, boy, they were just scattered everywhere. It was chaotic. And now things begin to simmer down for just a little bit before I think it'll ramp back up. Now remember, these guys in the front, they last pitted on lap 102. Men that pitted at lap 121, Adam Newton is up to 6 now.
Yeah, he is rolling, and Trotter on the same strategy as he's bringing himself right up through here.
Keep it on Shane Trotter, the yellow and blue 17 also. These are drivers that pitted at lap number 121. These other guys last pitted at lap 107, 102.
Yeah, 6th and 7th right now, but every time they come to do 4, they're just getting a better bite. Newton able to get to the bottom. Whoa, wow. Just about got a piece of Sacco.
Coming to the line this time by. It'll be 20 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Premier Racing Setups, 20 to go. I want to say thank you to Premier Racing Setups. PremierRacingSetups.com, $20 gets you an awesome opportunity to get setups for dirt, pavement, NASCAR, you name it. They got you covered. Mention NASRA in checkout. Get 15% off of your order, and 15% also goes back into NASRA's pocket. Johnson in the lead right now. Bradley in second. Look at Newton now working to third, Michael, as we go into 1.
Yeah, new tires are starting to show their strength right now. He is about half a second faster than the leaders. He should be able to take care of Tiny Horse right here, cross him over. Here we go. This is a pass for the lead, possibly a pass for the win if we take it all the way.
Kind of wondering if there will be a late race caution or not right there. Look at this, Johnson up on the high side, but not anymore. For the lead, Newton on the bottom. Here comes Adam Newton.
Oh, Tiny Horse just getting great momentum off this high side, making it hard on Newton, trying to get him to burn up his stuff before he was able to make this pass.
Adam Newton trying to become the 3rd different winner this year in the series. The last time we mentioned his name as a winner was in duel number 1 in Daytona, if you remember that race. And correct. He's the points leader.
Bulldogs got him here. Now can Trotter come get him? Mark Morton into 3 right there. He is a lap car, so he is not involved in this for the lead. He's just trying to get the lap back the old-fashioned way.
Shootout time. Michael and Cody will carry you guys the rest of the way for post-race interviews in the Florida Cabinet Distributors post-race wrap-up, as I have another broadcast obligation. Top of the hour is right now. They work the back straightaway. Look at this now. Scruggs now on the bottom. Look at this move for 6th and 7th. And you got Bradley and Sacco also in the top 10 again, Michael.
Yeah, we got a lot of big hitters up here. They're just off strategy right now with the Bulldog. We'll see if Trotter can get a pass done and maybe put a little pressure on somebody. But Mark Morton's trying to drive his way back on the lead lap right now.
LaBeouf and Bradley, all of them right there again.
Yeah, LaBeouf's got the new shoes as well, able to work his way up to 4th. Oh, we got a caution. We had a big
crash. Couple of trucks turned into the fence out of turn 4. It's Hunter Parsons. 91 Parsons, when the smoke clears the Techno Toyota 91 in Statesville, puts us under yellow flag. Under 15 laps to go here in No Limits, Texas, in the 213simware.com 225. Do you roll the dice, Michael, and pit? That's the question for a lot of the front guys right now that did not pit at lap 102. Here's a replay of what happened. Adam Lighty turned another one into the fence. Is that Freeman? John Freeman also caught up in the wall.
Engine blown there. I don't know if Lighty got a piece of, if he got pushed or if he just got a piece of the apron here. Let's see. See what happened. We're going 3 wide. We got Bevan there. And then Lighty.
Here they come. They're pitting, Michael. Ryan Johnson, Keith Bradley, Nick Sacco, Isaac Bevan. A lot of the drivers that did not pit at lap number 1 and 21, they're on pit road now. They got no choice.
Yeah, they'll get the tires on. If you see Freeman there, he's got engine damage. He's going to be finished for the night. But these guys are going to restart somewhere around 13. So we saw Adam Newton do it in about that time span. So we're going to be able to see what these guys have right here.
Have a flawless pit stop, no doubt. And look at Adam Newton, shades of Kyle Busch, the late Kyle Busch, on the back of the pace car with Kip Childress. I think it was at Pocono. And here tonight at Texas, you've got Adam Newton making his own rendition of it, tapping the back of the pace truck under caution on the back straightaway.
Absolutely. All right, so first man off pit road was Ryan Johnson. He'll restart 14th. No, I'm sorry, 13th, I believe. And then you're going to have Keith Bradley and then Sacco, Matthew Montgomery, and Matt Cherry, and Keith Haney. Those will be the guys coming off with the new tires. They're 16 laps newer, so we saw what Newton was able to do with almost the same exact spread. So here we go.
Our producer, Cody Deemers, thinks it's about to start getting rough and rowdy.
A little rooting and gouging in Texas. Yeah, I think Newton's just trying to loosen that bumper off.
Exes live in Texas. Da, 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 da. And Texas is the place. And we'll find out who's going to love Texas tonight. Oh, don't ban us, George Strait. Oh. I think me and Michael go to a bar, have a little couple of drinks, liquid courage. We've been doing some karaoke all night.
Oh, we can do that, buddy. We can do that.
That's when country was country, not this ridiculous nonsense we got today.
Now you just sound like my old man.
I'm telling you, that junk today, Taylor Swift, Ella Langley, what is that damn, Lainey Wilson? Oh my God. Ugh.
Hey, by the way, someone we haven't called all night, was it? Where did Dane Hagen come from?
I love it, Dane. Way to go, NASA. He needs to thank Elon Musk.
Man, it's fourth on the outside line.
I think it's going to get crazy from here. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, yeah.
Here they come down to the line. It will be 11 laps to go. Oh, by the way, remember, there is unlimited attempts of overtime. Back to green in Texas. Newton looking for his first win of the year. We're green and back underway.
Yeah, Brady got a good jump along with Newton. They're able to keep pace pretty close. We'll keep an eye on
Brady LaBeouf. Oh, Dan Hagen's in the wall. We suck again.
Dave Trotter tried his outside lane.
Any of these guys, Michael, are in it to win it, man. If you're in this top 10 right now, or at least 6 trucks, 7 trucks in this pack. You could win this thing. Look at this.
And Ryan Johnson's already up to 8. Keith Bradley up to 10. So they're picking up about 5 spots apiece since the restart in 2 laps. So
I think Adam Newton knows it.
here's the 38. You see the screen right there on the bottom.
Coming off turn 4 down the line. Scruggs and LaBeouf. Door to door. This is for second. Dustin Scruggs, winner in the NASRA Cops, or the NASRA PSR Truck Series, Talladega. And last week as well, caution out. Huck Wiggins and Matthew Francis have crashed.
Well, that helps out Tiny Horse and Keith Bradley.
It's only one car. It's only one truck. Shut up, Cody.
Got them
Only one truck.
squirrels are working back there.
I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
They're working back there.
Here's your replay here. By the way, thank you to Pulse Popper. Pulse Popper fishing. Oh, there it is. Oh, don't be so mean. I told you it was Huck Wigginton and the other guy.
Yeah, that was a clear.
Unbelievable.
Straight up off the bottom into the 10.
Am I clear? Nope, you're not clear. Oh, hell,
no.
I'm in a wreck.
Spotter said I couldn't see him right there. Yeah, he just came right up off the bottom trying to clear himself, I believe. Just not quite able to. So that's going to bring us to what, 5-lap shootout here?
And remember, we're not done yet. We could crash again. We can go to overtime. It could be overtime all night long.
You're correct, Josh. That saved Tiny Horse, Keith Bradley, both. That's going to give them a little more time. Keith's in 9th. Ryan Johnson already up to 4th. And Sacco's splitting them in 7th. I hadn't seen Nick work his way up in there. Sorry about that, Nick.
So Adam Newton right now in the lead. He is trying to be the guy to become the 3rd different winner this year on the series. By the way, next week we're going to Homestead. Join us for the Florida Cabinet Distributors 220. Pardon the pun. Florida Cabinet Distributors post-race wrap-up with Michael and Cody coming up next.
Yeah.
No, I would never. No, I'm telling Cody Deemers to shut up, not Cody Not. You know, maybe I need to say Cody D instead of Cody K or something. You know, make it obvious, right? You know. Oh.
All right, we're going to have 6-lap shootout. Had a pretty clean race, been entertaining.
Had the long green flag run. You know what I'm saying? Had the long green flag run, had the lengthy stretch, and then now the caution.
Yeah, this just saved Ryan Johnson bacon, I think.
I blame Cody.
Yes, we always blame Cody.
Gonna get rough. Gonna get wild. So excited! So excited! Let's get ready for the speed part. Yeah. Your little thing says, "Hi, I'm Wesley Jr."
I just got to work on my commentator curse. I haven't put one on anybody tonight. I got to see if it works here in a minute.
I don't think we've done any commentator curse to anybody, I don't think.
I'd love to get through a whole race without doing it.
Yeah, everybody's friends.
Barney got the wrong flag, everybody. Yeah, reach down, get the green. There we go.
ready to come back to green, ladies and gentlemen. It will be 5 laps to go. Back underway in Texas.
All right,
Here comes
we go.
Digger.
Adam Newton running for his life. Tiny Horse has moved into second.
Need to let him stay out a little bit longer. Keep making him pop up and exit too quickly. He just scared the bejesus out of him. Here he comes, Newton. Now look at Johnson now up top. Remember, Brian Johnson, winner last week at Kansas now, Michael. He's got around Newton for the lead as they go into turn number 1.
Yeah,
4 to go.
16 lap newer tires are showing out right now. Somebody way up high. Shane Trotter.
4 wide. Bradley, 4 wide for a moment. Montgomery to the bottom. LaBeouf will follow. Schumann up high. 3 to go, Michael. Oh, my.
Just came out of nowhere, that 24 car, but he's showing some
sure
great
did.
pace right now. Well, he's
One
on that-
wrong slip, and we're going to have trouble here.
Oh, we got him 3 wide again.
Talk about close corners racing at its finest. It is going on now. It is no limits, Texas, here at the Big T. Cross the line, penultimate lap, 2 to go. Johnson in the lead. Bradley down second. Montgomery third. We got him sideways. Schumann loose.
Whoa. There's smoke flying in that group. I bet everybody was like, oh my God.
They got to come for the white flag, this time by Ryan Johnson. Coming out of turn 4 into the quad oval. He'll see the white flag. Lap track up ahead as a pick. 1 to go, presented by Darren's Detail and Shine. Johnson working in the final corner. The man who won last week at Kansas is going to do shades of what Scruggs did in the Monday Night DSR series. He's going to do it here in Texas after winning last week at Kansas. Here comes Tiny Horse, Ryan Johnson, 2 in a row, 48th career win in NASRA. He wins in Texas.
Oh, what a restart right there out of Keith Bradley. Gave it everything he had, all the way from 9th to 2nd. Unbelievable restart, just not quite enough for the Tiny Horse. Once again, showing how great he is on these intermediates.
What a job for Ryan Johnson. He is going to be the guy that is calling his shot to possibly try to win another NASRA Cops Truck Series title. And the celebration that he does best, winning, burning out, going in reverse. Does he got enough fuel is the question. I think he does. And Michael McKinnon, we know what he's going to do. He's going to get it in Kansas. He's going to do it in Texas. He's going to drive a lap in reverse for his victory lap.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome to see last week. It just shuts the motor off so he can keep control.
He's coasting.
He kicks her back on.
Follow that killer. I want to see if Carson Hocevar can do something like this.
I don't know about that, bud. He'd go too hard, probably.
Unbelievable. Look at this, Ryan Jensen. He's already on the back straightaway.
Let us know in that chat group what you thought. I saw some great numbers out there for a little while. It was quite a win. Different strategies. It just worked out well for him.
When you do post-race, Michael, Joshua Suss wants you to ask Brian Johnson if the training that Josh gave him helped him win this race.
I might be able to bring that up.
There you go. What training are we talking about, right?
Driving, man.
There you go. Training. Look at the celebration for Johnson. Hey, by the way, for Ryan Johnson, he'll now be the first repeat winner and multi-time winner of the year. Ryan Johnson will also become a 48-time winner That now keeps him securely locked at third on the all-time win list. Career start number 286, 179 top fives, 221 top tens with career win number 48 for Ryan Johnson. There you go, Michael. How about those stats, man?
Pretty darn good, man. And you got a 50-time winner coming in second. So pretty good ending to the race here. He's just going to burn up pit road for a little while. That'll give us...
Oh, and by the way, there was a question earlier. Where in the hell is Ryan Johnson and Keith Bradley? Why are they hanging in the back? Survey says to be there at the end, and that's exactly, ironically, Michael McKinnon, where they are in 1 and 2 when the race finished. Oh, and by the way, how about Matthew Montgomery? What a climb to finish on the podium in third.
Yeah, great finish for Matthew. And I'm telling you right now, if Ryan Johnson learns how to qualify, everybody better look out. He just doesn't seem to put in the good qualifying efforts. But race-wise, he's about second to none right now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, Florida Cabinet Distributors post-race wrap-up with Michael and Cody. I'll be with you again on Monday for the NASRA DSR Truck Series. And right now, here's a look at the results for round number 3, season 12. NASRA Cops Trucks in the 213 Simware 225 at No Limits, Texas. Ryan Johnson will pick up the win. Keith Bradley will finish second. By the way, they are the only winners this year on the season. Keith Bradley now with 2, Ryan Johnson with the win. Ryan Johnson with two wins, Keith Bradley with 1. Matthew Montgomery will finish in the number 3 position. We'll talk to them in post-race in a moment. Nick Sacco, Adam Newton, top 5. Matt Cherry, Dustin Scruggs, Brady LaBeouf, Nathan Maurer, and Adam Leidy, your top 10, Michael.
Yes, sir. And we'll take it on into 11th position right there. That should show us Keith Haney. And then 12th be Tyler Justice. 13th, Brandon Wallace. 14th, Shane Trotter. 15th will bring Brandon Schumann. 16th, James D. Morris. Good run for James. 17th, Curtis Banks. 18th, Ed Osborne. 19th, Cody Knott. And rounding out the top 20, Wesley, Matthew Cummins.
21st, we'll find Joshua Rodriguez, Mark Morton, 22nd, Buzzy Gold, Frank Chavez, and Dane Hagan, top 25, all on the lead lap. Everyone else a lap down, more or out, including Matthew Francis, Brandon Broadfoot, Isaac Bevan, Carson Woodward, Jeremiah Holt, your top 30.
Rounding out the 31 to 40 there, we got Eric Zimmerman in 31st, Hunter Parsons 32nd, Mark Cofield 33rd, Daniel Lawless 34th, John Freeman, unfortunate with what happened to him, 35th, Anthony Mathis 36th, Huck Wigington will come in 37th, Stephen Thomas 38th, Taylor Peacock 39th, Ryan Van Epps 40th.
There it is, and still not done. Some more drivers in the back, including Chris Blanchard, Devin Painter, Zach Hartwick, Brian Chu, Jeffrey Johnson, and Kyle Hess of the 46 trucks that started this race tonight. That's the way they finish them out here tonight at No Limits, Texas. And by the way, once we have our post-race interviews, that will wrap up what we got going on for this week. Next week, we're going to Texas with the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series next Monday night. In 2 weeks, we are at COTA for the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. Next Wednesday, final race before the playoffs for the NASRA Pulse Popper ARCA Series. And next week, next Thursday night, the Concerns of Police Survivors trucks will be at Homestead. Join Michael McKinnon, of course, Jacob Reeves, myself on the call when you can on the NASRA 360 Racing Network or listening on the radio, also at CRN. Quick break. When we come back, Michael and Cody carry all the rest of the way. Johnson, Bradley, Montgomery, the law firm in Texas. That's the way they finish in the 213 Simware 225. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you next Monday right back here again for the Monday DSR Trucks. I'm Wesley Outland, and we congratulate Ryan Johnson, the winner, back-to-back. And Michael will chat with him next.
Career Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription option engines start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Starbase 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud supporter of the iRacing's North American Sim Racing Association League. Starbase 1552 Comics. Reclaim your childhood.
Back here at Texas Motor Speedway, and we are happy to bring in the winner 2 weeks in a row, the tiny horse Ryan Johnson. And Ryan, saw you start toward the back a little bit there, had to work your way through the traffic. After we got that long green flag run, it looked like you really got a hold of this track, man.
Yeah, I screwed up qualifying. I don't know what it's been, but for a while now, I just can't qualify in these things. I was spending most of the entire first stage just kind of learning, trying to see if saving my stuff would pay off in the end, and for the most part, it seemed like it did. We were fast as hell, and it was fun as hell. Whatever difference, I think they said we were running like 110% power on these things, and it's just a lot of fun. It makes the racing so much better, in my opinion. So I'm just having a blast right now.
Well, we had a really good time calling the race. Are we just happy that late race caution got in there? I mean, the Bulldog had some tremendous speed, all those guys, that caution. But you and Keith both, I'll talk to Keith about it in a minute, but your restart on that first restart, I don't know how you were able to clear so much traffic so quickly.
Oh, man, we were flying. I think it was just due to the rest of the guys that were up there taking tires and having ran some laps, because, I mean, the tire fall off, I think, was, I don't know what the lap times were, but it was pretty noticeable after like 5-10 laps. The tires fell off pretty good, and I just was able to wrap the bottom, tried to be a little patient. I know there's a couple times I just didn't want to run anybody over trying to get back to the front, but yeah, if it weren't for that last caution, I think I would have been lucky to finish maybe top 5, top 10. Those guys took tires, and we were kind of just sitting ducks, so I was doing everything I could to hold them off, but for a second I thought they had the right strategy there.
Yeah, it kind of seemed that way, but I mean, great race, 48th win, man. I'll give you all the time you need. You shout out your sponsors and tell us who makes it happen for you, bud.
Yeah, I just got to thank Brady and Cody and everybody at NASRA putting this on. You guys have been the booth for broadcasting RVM Esports and the team this season. My teammates, so sucks. Some of them, I think, got collected in that last caution. So otherwise, we had a really good night. Everybody tuning in and watching, and yeah, man, we'll look forward to next week.
Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to let you know, Joshua Suss says you're welcome for all the training he gave you. That's what got it done tonight.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, man. All right, there's your winner, everybody. Mr. Ryan Johnson. We're going to bring us into our second place finisher, Keith Bradley. And Keith, another great run for you. It started a little farther back than you probably wanted to, but kind of sum up your race for us there, as we had the strategies kind of differing.
Overall, it was fairly good. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. For some reason, with this new Aero model or whatever they got going on, I can't qualify, but I guess I'm pretty good on old tires, I'd say. But other than that, we just picked them off one by one and tried to keep the truck as clean as possible and keep the tires underneath it.
He just brought up the 110%. Did you notice any difference with it? I mean, we always know turn 3 and 4. If you keep it pinned too long, you'll start losing the rears. Did you get any of that sensation in the truck?
Yeah, if I overcharged the corner too hard or when the tires started to really fall off. I think the 110% is probably one of the better things we've done. You really got to get up and actually drive it and manage the throttle, manage the tires, or it'll end up being a big pack race, and whoever burns their stuff up first will fall off quicker.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I enjoyed the race a ton, and I mean, fantastic restart there at the end, 9th to 2nd, just a few laps. So I mean, congratulations on the 2nd place, man. And I'll do the same thing as I did with Ryan. Take all the time you need, do your sponsors, and let us know who makes it possible.
Yeah, thanks to Outlier Speed Co., Driven to Save Lives, Elliot's Custom Trailers and Carts, Fathead Eyewear, Avanti Windows and Doors, everybody over at Mission One, NASRA Esports, Brady and Cody for dealing with all the BS that they deal with to put this stuff on. And you guys broadcasting and commentating and everybody watching.
Well, we appreciate it, Keith. Another great run. Got to keep you right up there in the points, right behind Mr. Johnson. So we'll see you next week at Homestead, buddy. Have a good afternoon.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Keith Bradley, everybody, brought it home 2nd tonight. That'll bring us to Matthew Montgomery. And Matthew, kind of a quiet night from my perspective in the booth. I didn't see it up front a ton, but boy, you were sure there when it mattered. Take us through that last little bit of that race.
Yeah, I mean, it felt similar to kind of, what Tiny Horse and, Keith Bradley were dealing with, where some reason qualifying just didn't really work out, and it was a lot of just trying to figure out how to get to the front. Like I said, in terms of like long run speed, like I'm 100% on board with the 110 horsepower, man. It was something to figure out throughout the race to where, I thought I was saving tire and turned out I wasn't in stage 1, and was just trying to struggle to find long run pace. And then once I finally felt like I had a really good grasp on it, just with the cautions at the end, it felt like the field was split on when they took tires. You had those that took them early, then those a little bit later, and either strategy could have worked out depending on when the cautions fell. And so that last restart, I think I was 12th, somehow, and a lot of it had to do with the fresh rubber, but made my way from 12th to 3rd. Then that last restart, and was feeling really good. Would have loved to see that go like another 5-10 laps just to see if I could, have anything for Keith and for Tiny Horse. But no, like I said, a really good bounce back. Kansas last week, man, I was running top 5. I think I was 2nd or 3rd. Was running up there with Tiny Horse, and my PC kind of gave out on me, and so I blipped out before we even got to the end of stage 1. So that really hurt me in the point. So I'm glad to kind of be able to bounce back and kind of recoup a little bit of what happened there last week.
Yeah, it seems to be a little bit of problems going on. We saw it happen last night with Jonathan Cofield, seen it with some other guys. That's unfortunate stuff. But overall, tremendous run. I mean, how did you feel? That was a big field. Was that anything to have to do with trying to, make moves and things? I mean, there was everybody from fast guys all the way down to guys just trying to learn. Was there any issues with that on track?
Yeah, you definitely have a mix of pace. And some guys are going to push early, other guys are trying to save, and then, like I said, some others are just really trying to learn to get their feet wet. And it's hard to kind of maneuver them sometimes, especially when you're coming through with multiple trucks and different tire strategies and everything. But it's a huge hats off to NASRA, to Brady, to Cody, to TJ, and being able to take a field of 45, 46 guys and to keep it, as competitive and as clean as it is. And it's not perfect, but I mean, no league is. When it comes to keeping these races clean. But I feel like this year's been a whole lot better compared to what we've seen before. And I think the 110% is a lot of that. It's a lot harder to keep up with people. I don't feel like it's as draft dependent as most tracks and the trucks used to be. We got to get up and drive these things a little bit more. I wish the Cup Series in real life would follow suit and slap some more horsepower on those bad boys. And little big motor, small blade on that. But like I said, I think it was great. Like I said, race control, keeping everything in line, and being able to take a field with 45, 46 guys in it and put on a show that good is, big part of why a lot of us want to run in this league.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Everything I've seen the last 3 weeks has just been tremendous. But congratulations again on 3rd. go ahead and do your shout outs and let us know who makes it possible, man. And I'll get you out of here.
For sure, yeah. Huge shout out to RVM Esports and all the teammates over there with Isaac, who like having a really good run and unfortunately was caught up in that last caution. Van Epps, I know, had some bad luck, and then obviously Tiny Horse taking home the win tonight. And then also huge shout out to Team Apollo and those boys. I know John Freeman, he's a friend of mine, and I thought he had a really good chance to win tonight too, and just unfortunate getting caught up in some of those things. So I'm sure he'll bounce back. But yeah, like I said, that's the main thing there. That and West Texas Pepper Traders. Get them at your local HEB if you live in Texas, or hit them up on peppertraders.com. Get you some bread and butter jalapenos. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, that's about what we needed, man. I appreciate it. That's your third place finisher, everybody. Matthew Montgomery, great run tonight. So we're going to move him on down. And I'm going to try again, move him on down. Oh, I can't. Matthew will have to move himself. That's all right, or listen to me talk. Cody, you say you don't have a mic set up, so I'm just going to finish this for the night. We watched a really good race tonight. I enjoyed the heck out of it. These guys seem to be getting a little more respectful. Everything seems to be moving a lot smoother. And I think we all appreciate, the audience obviously appreciates, saw good numbers tonight. So for Cody Deemers, for Wesley Outland, are you there, Cody?
Yeah, I got you.
What do you think about it, buddy?
Man, I'll be honest with you. Take 46 trucks and have 4 or 5 cautions, and they weren't like just people driving over their heads. They were, just frequent accidents. We seen that first big pile up there on the start of the race, and it kind of just, a lot of them guys had nowhere to go. They ended their nights early. Then we had that one with Hunter Parson and John Freeman. I mean, John Freeman just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So definitely props to these guys for going, long green flag runs. This is what makes NASRA, they're always tip top shape. Congratulations to Ryan Johnson. It was kind of funny because I was over here on the sidelines, saying, man, they were talking about Ryan Johnson being in the back. He just drove his way methodically to the front, like picking them off one by one, and then he come out of nowhere. So tonight I seen a lot of guys, Mike McKenna, that I have not seen up front in a while.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful part of it, right? I mean, I give kudos to Brady big time. He's put some great strategies into this race with fuel consumptions, with green flag pit stops. So we saw a really nice race tonight. And I'll tell you what, I'll just wrap it up right now. So for Cody, for Wesley Outland, Cody Knott, Brady LaBeouf, all the guys that make this possible at NASRA, I am Mike McKinnon. I'm going to say good night from Texas Motor Speedway. Hope you all enjoyed the show. It was a great race. And in closing, I'm just going to say, keep it clean, keep it green, and we'll see you around the corner at Homestead next week. Good night, everybody.